Hello everyone, this is Diane. Thanks for coming to my channel today. I am nearing the finish line with this last Christmas journal of 2023. So I'm going to do some finishing up of the cover on this video, and then I will have some finishing touches to do inside, which we probably won't get to on the video, but I'll just do them on my own. And then hopefully this journal will be in my shop. I'll do a flip through for tomorrow, and it should be in my shop so later that day. So this video that I'm doing right now will be shown on Wednesday. So on Thursday, hopefully this will be ready and in my shop. So one thing I want to do to finish up, you can see I did add the buttons. I just did that. I almost skipped it because I've just had so many things going on, and you know, I wanted to get my Christmas journals done by the end of October, and today's the last day of October, so I thought maybe I'll just skip the buttons. But it didn't take that long to put them on, and I like the touch that it adds. So I did that, and I made these ties out of just some scraps and just sewed them on so that when I line that, these will be already added. And I sewed all of my signatures to the file folder piece that I showed you and a fabric that I covered the file folder with. So I sewed all the signatures to that. There are 6 signatures, and then I glued that piece into the cover. So now I want to finish the inside, and I want to add a little bit of decoration to the spine. So I have this roll of paper towel that I think is going to work well to hold this up. If it was a little higher, it would be better. Let me try something here. Take all my stuff out of this basket. Maybe I can set the paper towel on the basket. Yep. Okay, that smooths out the spine. And then I took these fabric pieces that I cut from a piece that Karina had sent me. She sent me this piece that I cut and used on the front cover. And this was another piece that she sent me, but it sure looks like it came off of the same piece of fabric. So, let's see, I was going to put that up there. And, wait, how did I do this? I had it like that, and then like that, and then like that again. So I'm just going to glue them on. I think I'll do the center one first. No. I'll do the top and bottom ones first. Perhaps it would have been better to kind of glue these down and then sew around them, but I think it would have been a real pain to sew around these while it was attached to this cover. You know, it just would have been really hard to maneuver it in the machine. So we're gluing. And the stitches are already done, so there won't be any stitching through these pieces. So I've been working kind of steadily on these today. I had a couple errands I had to do, and a few errands, but it was a couple times to leave the house to do these errands. But while I've been here, I've been working on this. Oh, I was going to do both ends first just to make sure that this is kind of spaced evenly between them, but I guess it's good. Looks good. I must have a little bit of a little cut or pin prick or something there, because the glue with the acetate in it stings on my thumb. You sure find out in a hurry if you get some of this glue on a little cut. You find out that you have a cut there that you didn't know about. Okay, and thankfully that glue dries quickly. I don't think, I'm just going to let it sit there for a moment while it dries. I don't think I want to do anything down here. I wasn't sure if I would or not, but I don't think you have to have every space covered. Maybe I will audition some, like a doily or something. Let's grab one while we wait for that glue to dry. I have this piece. Here's my little box of crochet. Oh, here it is. Got this little box that has little crochet motifs in it. Maybe I do want to. It's kind of fun to crowd them all together there. I think we need a little more white here. But I want it to be different from that. That looks kind of fun, doesn't it? Okay, this is probably dry now. So I'm going to do the inside before I add these extra pieces, because that's what I intended for this video. You can see I just kind of, it's a wide sash, so I just kind of tucked it, made a little tuck, pinched it together and sewed it there. And I have this just to glue on the inside. So the sash is made up of this fabric, and then a little piece of a ticking print. These are not Christmas fabrics, but I like this country look with the Swedish designs. And the Christmas fabrics I had just would not have worked. I don't have much Christmas fabric left anyway. Okay, all I have to do is glue that down, and I did fill my glue bottles. But then I'm going to add something decorative on top of this. You may know because I talked about it in a previous video. And I'm hoping I can make a pocket out of the additional piece that I'm adding. Are you doing anything for Halloween? I'm keeping my light off because I don't have any candy to hand out. It's Halloween the day I am filming this. I did say that it was the last day of October, so when you see this, it will be November 1st, though. You can hear the buttons underneath that. So I've been kind of busy taking my dad to his appointments. And it's not that my dad can't drive, he does, but he can't walk from the parking lot to the hospital. And he's been a very active, he's capable of walking, but he loses his breath. He's very anemic, severely anemic right now. So they're trying to find out why, help him out. So he needs help getting around right now. And I imagine that's hard for him. He's been very, very active his whole life. But he accepts help gladly. And I appreciate that he does, that he doesn't make it difficult. And the good thing is, while we sit in the waiting rooms, we have time to chat. And I enjoy that. Okay, now for the fun part. I have this other piece that was attached to this. So these two pieces were attached together. It was one oval. And then the other part of the fabric was this piece. And I don't know, he might be eating some dumplings or something. I don't know what this is. Is that donuts? I don't know. And there's a cat here licking its paws. I didn't cut this in the center because he's right in the center. But I thought I would put this on the inside. So if I put this here and make it a pocket right here, that would be fun to put a tag in there. And then on the tag there will be a place to write, you know, the dates or your name or whatever, instead of having a label on the front like I usually do. And then this smaller piece can also be a small pocket. So I think I'll make it so the pocket is here, since there's more space on this one. So I'll put the glue here. More space between the piece and the edge of the journal is what I meant. This journal has a lot of Swedish things in it that Karina sent me, but it also has a lot of things that were already in my stash. So it's not, maybe the percentage of Swedish stuff might not be as high in this one as in the other ones, but it's a bigger journal, so you know, it still has a lot of Swedish things in it. Okay, so we have a pocket here. Let me see if one of my big tags is the right size for that, or if I need to make one. I might need to make a taller one. Oh, that's just about perfect. Okay, so I'll have to put something on that to decorate it, and then here I'll find something to put in there. Don't know what. Got tags that size, but I could just trim that if I wanted to use that because it's a little bit long. But I might find something else to put in there. So that's something else I have to do to complete the journal, is do something to put inside those two pockets. Let's work on this. Maybe 4 is enough. I just didn't want to do an even number. Okay, we'll go with that. We have 5 doilies there. The buttons and the doilies and the giant rickrack are all from my stash. And the fabric, this fabric. So the only Swedish thing on the cover actually is that printed piece and the piece on the side too. So once I get this journal completed and listed in my shop, I can work on getting some Christmas journaling supply kits ready to put in my shop. So that's what I intend to do with the rest of my work week. I'm not going to start another journal till I get that stuff taken care of. And I still have a lot of stuff to list. Oh dear, I got some glue on my sleeve. That will not come off. I have a lot of stuff to list that's from the flea markets this year. So I might just continue listing things before I start another journal. I don't know. I never know what to do around when it gets closer to Christmas. Will people buy journal supplies? I think it seems more likely that they would buy journals because they might want them for gifts. But I list stuff and people generally buy it, so I'll just keep on continuing with my normal making and listing routine, if it's a routine at all. Okay, so maybe that's just too much of a jumble down there, but I kind of like it. And boy, that didn't take long doing all of that. So let's see what we need to do inside. It's not quite tall enough for that tag. Oh, yes, it is. So that would be fun, adding these little Tomten characters in the barn with the cats and the pig, decorating the tree. Looks like it might be a little bit crooked. Oh, I have this postcard that she sent me that I want to make sure goes somewhere in that journal. Karina, I want to thank you for your generosity in sending me all those beautiful Swedish items. And it was a different take on Christmas journals for me this year to use those Swedish supplies. And I enjoyed it. And I think my viewers enjoyed it. I'm going to look for a label to put on this. This is a digital one. I think it might be from Roxy Creations. Yeah, I have a bunch of digital labels in here. So that would be a place for someone to write their name. And on the back of the tag, they could write dates or maybe information about the journal. Problem with a card like this is it's really hard to keep the things on the card. When you're unwinding one, they all want to unwind. But I like this Christmassy cord. It's got metallic. The green and the gold and the silver and the red are all metallic threads, I guess. So it makes it fun and festive. Oh, I didn't mention when I showed you the books that I got at the windmill, and it's called the Windmill Farmer and Craft Market, not flea market, because it's not flea markety at all anymore. But they do have handcrafted items. Like, there's a lot of expensive stuff there. We just get mostly food. We wander around and buy some snacks or some food to take home or whatever. It's just an outing. But I didn't tell you, what was I going to say? Oh, I did buy the grapes. Somebody asked me in the comments, did you buy the grapes? Yes, I got grapes. At first I thought there weren't any, but then I found one vendor that had a few grapes. There's a tag there. Oh, he's too big. Maybe I'll just paper clip him to a page. There we go. This came out of something. I think it was there. Just going to do my finishing touches. And I might be done by supper time tonight. Then I can make a video, maybe tomorrow morning when the light is better. It's kind of it hasn't been raining today, but it's dark. It's a darker day. And it is late afternoon now. And I don't even know what I'm going to have for supper. I didn't do my grocery shopping yet this week. I usually do it on Monday, but I was at the hospital with my dad on Monday, and today I've just been in here, and I had other errands to run, but I didn't want to take the time to go to the grocery store. So I always take the time with baker's twine to tie a knot in the ends, because they will unravel, especially with this metallic. It doesn't want to stay twisted around there. I know my fingers are covered with glue. It's probably not pleasant to look at. And I got fluff and fiber sticking in the glue. That one I tied up pretty high. It's okay. Got another one here, so I'll do that. You don't have to watch me do that one. And that one. And that one. Well, I think I want to put something different in that. I ordered some red seam binding because it's been just a short while, not too long ago, but I didn't have red ribbon or seam binding, or I didn't have red paper, so I had gotten some cardstock. I'd gotten some red cardstock at Hobby Lobby when it was on sale, or Michael's. I just didn't have red stuff, so I ordered red seam binding. I'll put some of this in here too. This is a vintage tag, one of the vintage ones that I got at the flea market a few years ago, and I put some vintage wrapping paper on it, and these little girls in their jammies from the Sears catalog, 1966 I think, 69, something like that, and stamped up there because the wallpaper piece wasn't big enough, but I really wanted to use it. I thought it was the perfect backdrop for those girls. Oh, come on. My fingers are clumsy. And I used a lot of things in here that aren't exactly Christmassy, so they weren't in my Christmas supplies, like this Rick Rack package, the Fragile label. Oh, I need to put something in here. I could tuck some tickets in so the new owner can use the tickets wherever they want to. Oh, I didn't use that. Maybe I'll just tuck that in there. Doesn't want to go down all the way. I'll trim it a little bit. Still doesn't want to go down. I'll have to make something skinnier to put in there. Wonder if I could tuck a coaster in there, just for the new owner to play with somewhere else in the journal. So that opens up, you can write on it, and then there'll be a tag that can stay in there, because if you take those out and play with them, I still want something to be in there. Oh, I know. I'll back him onto chipboard, so cardstock, so he can be written on, but he can be in there. That's cute. Okay. Let's see what else I need to do in here. This is not a flip through. I just want to see what else I need to do to finish this journal off. There's a cute little card in here, and I want to leave her in there, but she kind of blends in. So I think I'd like to put just a plain tag or card behind her. Just want to see how much I would need to cut off of that. This is a vintage notebook paper. That works. And now she shows up better. This could have something bigger in it. And I have some more of these pages printed. Fun stuff in these pockets. Yeah, I could tuck that in there. I will back it onto a plain, like an ivory colored cardstock, and then I will have my signature on it. It's got a little spot right there where the flap of the envelope glued to it. This was part of a Christmas card. It's just the right size. If it was any longer, it wouldn't work. Maybe I won't. I don't need to back that with anything. Let's see if I can put a little label there or something. As long as it doesn't make it look like I'm trying to cover something. Because sometimes that just makes it look worse. Oh, I like that. That looks cute. Okay, that works. So this is just about done. I have to add a little bit more baker's twine. And then I can make the video. Tomorrow. I'll just stamp right on this. Sometimes I stamp on a scrap of cardstock and then punch it out. But I can just stamp it right onto this piece for my signature. $2023. I won't be doing that with too many more journals. Yay! This has been a fun journal. You can see the baker's twine here, and there will be a couple more tags with baker's twine. So that'll be sticking out of the top. We've got this tie here on the side, and you can see pieces of lace. So this has been very fun. So come on back tomorrow to see the flip through. You got to see a good share of it as I was looking for things that I needed to finish. But come on back and we'll have a flip through, and I'll talk about when you'll find it in my shop. Thanks so much for your support of both my channel and my shop. Speaking of supporting my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would like the video and leave a comment. It really does help me get more viewers and be noticed more, and share it with other people that you think might enjoy what I do. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Have a creative day. Bye-bye.